the fog. Redwood trees thrive in it. But here now, for me, it is not at all beneficial. I'm making my way to the Redwood National and State Parks for the first time. Coming from Los Angeles, I decided to make a stop by Mount Shasta's headwaters to replenish my freshwater supply. From there, I was presented with 2 routes. Take 5 to Grants Pass to 199, or take what looked like a more picturesque, windy road through the mountains from Wairika to Redwoods via 96. Regardless that I've been driving all day and without closely examining the map, I made a decision: take the scenic route. Oh boy, ain't this something. I'm 3 hours into my chosen route and my GPS guided me off of 96 and onto the Indian Creek Road, then Grayback Road. The route started gaining elevation fast and looking more and more like I was on a service road, with burnt forest expanding as far as I could see on both sides. Black tree trunks piled up together, lining up narrow strips that separate the road from the ditch. I passed by the sign that read "Entering Burnt Area. Use caution." Then another sign, "Road not maintained." The fog was getting thicker, the road windier. Snowbanks appeared. I had 2 more hours of this road ahead of me, while conditions seemed to be getting more and more dangerous by the minute. I decided to stop and turn around. Blessed by the fact that my inner guidance urged me to purchase a map while refueling in Mount Shasta, I could now route my way back to where I started. By now, it got pitch black outside with not a single street light, not a single star visible, moonlight swallowed by the fog, and a complete absence of any GPS signal. I would have not been able to use my Apple Maps app to route backwards. So guys, I will tell you this much: having a paper map of the area you are going to is an absolute must. I drove 2.5 hours back to where I could take an alternate, or should I say the original, easier route, from I-5 through Grants Pass to 199. Oh, did I tell you that it started pouring rain? Exhausted, I pulled over to sleep. Good morning. I am still so sleepy. I'm gonna make my bed and tell you all about last night. And it's raining outside, so I'm gonna have to change quickly into my waterproof clothes. One moment. We are dressed. We are at a designated rest area that I found last night, about an hour and a half away from our destination. And by the way, I've entered Oregon yesterday. We just crossed the border back to California, but I did drive through Oregon, and that was pretty incredible. It looked different, and I've never been to Oregon, so voila, this is my first time. We stayed at Collier Tunnel Rest Area. This came right on time. And we just entered Smith River National Recreation Area. Smith River is the largest undammed river in the state of California, and it was named after an American explorer, Jedediah Smith. I highly recommend you read about him and his wild adventures. One of the parks is also named after him, Jedediah Smith Redwoods State Park. It is the first park you will encounter when coming from the east via US 199. This is breathtaking. I'm so glad I found this place. It came up during my recent inquiry into the kingdom of fungi. The elusive mycologists and mushroom gatherers seldomly disclose their locations. Plus, my own very shaky knowledge of California geographical regions and their climates led me to quite a few failed trips. But failure is that one secret ingredient necessary for success. Like salt, the moment you bring it into the mix, everything begins to make sense. Failures lead to the rise of good questions. I knew now that to find mushrooms, I had to first find their preferred habitat, dark, cool, and very, very humid places. And looking for that led me to the discovery of an old-growth, temperate rainforest right here in California, the Redwood National and State Parks. Entering Redwood National and State Parks. Woohoo! Guys, we made it. Maybe not on the day that I was hoping for, but the next morning. All right, so I pulled over in the visitor center, which is closed. And I just want to now start always checking in with my map so that I understand where I am. And right now we are we're somewhere by the Smith River, and somewhere where 199 is 199, this road. This is where I went, right? And it cuts off here because it's Oregon, but I went through Oregon, I re-entered California, and then we're somewhere here because 199 is soon to join 101. We're going to be going all down the coast here through the National Redwood Forest. Friends, if like me, you've been wondering how in the world do I type into my search the correct name for this destination, Redwood State Park or Redwood National Park, I have finally cleared that up. Use both words. The park's name uses both designations due to the collaborative efforts between two agencies, National Park Service and California Department of Parks and Recreation, to preserve the land and provide services to visitors like you and I. Another useful clarification is that it is plural, parks, not a park. It is a compound name for four nearly adjacent parks, which are Jedediah Smith's Redwood State Park, Del Norte Coast Redwood State Park, Prairie Creek Redwoods State Park, and southernmost Redwoods National Park. You will definitely need more than one day to explore all four. If you are interested in thorough map explanation of this entire area, click on the timestamp under the name of Redwood National and State Park map. There, I get incredible guidance by Yoko from a local visitor center. Hi guys, sorry about the camera shaking. My cell phone holder, the hands-free device that I put on the window shield broke. So I ended up finding a super old one and combining this one that broke, the base from the one that broke, with the top of the old one, but it's not holding the phone so well, so images are shaking. I just turned onto 101 and we are on our way to Crecent City. I don't know how small, how big Crecent City is. We're about to find out. Maybe I can get a hands-free cell phone holder for the dashboard or the window shield there. Let's figure it out. I must confess that before arriving at the Redwoods National and State Parks, I wasn't sure if redwood trees and giant sequoias are exactly the same thing or not. Being that coast redwood's scientific name is Sequoia sempervirens, added to my confusion. I had to find a way to understand their relationship. In this quest, I found taxonomy, which is a branch of science concerned with classification of organisms. I began to study taxonomy of the redwood trees, and I got my answers. Okay, it was not easy for a Pilates teacher to dive deeply into biology, but certainly ended up being very rewarding. Here is how redwood trees relate to giant sequoias. In short, they are different trees, and they are located in completely different parts of California. A more thorough explanation is that they come from the same cypress family and even the same subfamily, Sequoiaceae, that is all redwood trees. Then this Sequoiaceae subfamily splits into 3 genera. First genus, which is single for genera, is called Sequoia and contains a single species, Sequoia sempervirens, commonly known as coast redwood, coastal redwood, or California redwood. These are the trees that are growing in the narrow coastal band that runs from southwestern Oregon through the area where we are now and ends in Monterey County. The second genus in Sequoiaceae subfamily is Sequoiadendron, which contains Sequoiadendron giganteum species, or the giant sequoias, the ones we find on the western slopes of the Sierra Nevada mountains, a whole different part of California. If you are traveling to Mammoth and Yosemite, you can visit the giant sequoias. If you're like me, by the coast all the way up north, then you're in the realm of the coast redwoods. And let's not forget about the third genus of the Sequoiaceae subfamily, called Metasequoia. It contains Metasequoia glyptostroboides, or dawn redwood species, which are in China. Let's focus on the 2 California species. Redwood trees in the Pacific coast, Sequoia sempervirens, are the tallest trees on the planet and include some of the oldest trees in the world. Giant sequoias, or Sequoiadendron giganteum, are the largest trees by volume due to their immense trunks. The foliage, cones, seeds, and even the method of reproduction vary between these 2 species. Both can reproduce from a seed, but only coast redwood can also sprout. They sprout from cut stumps, roots, and burls, which adds to their resilience and also to their otherworldly appearance, in that a whole new tree or even trees can grow in the most peculiar of ways, in the oddest of places, right on or around their parent trees. All right, way more on that later. For now, let's get back to our road trip. All right, we have reached 101 and we're going to make left turn to go to Crecent City. By the way, to the right of me, there is a forest and it's definitely an old growth forest. I am going to head in there in a few because that's exactly what I was looking for, an old growth forest. Friends, and I just want you to take notice of how different this forest is. And we're just off the road, but look how different it is from the Shasta forest. Isn't this amazing? This is what an old growth forest looks like, right? It's different. Look at all the ferns. Oh my God, I can't wait. And look at this fir. I would say fir, probably because the needles are small. I cannot wait to identify these trees. Ooh, they're huge. All right, it's raining. I'm gonna go get in. I can't see through this forest. So exciting. And here we are. We made it to the Crecent City, and I'm looking for something somewhere to get this hands-free cell phone holder so I can continue filming safely. All right, I found it in AutoZone. Excellent. Let's switch it out. This is so frustrating, but it didn't work. The holder was bad quality and my phone just kept sliding off and down, so I have to make another stop. Oh, these are the little pains we have to go through on our trips, right? Once in a while, but we're gonna persevere and we're gonna get back to the forest out of the city. All right, let's do it. So I am by T-Mobile, but I actually am going to look up, maybe I can clean this old suction cup and use this old one instead. Let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna Google it. How to clean. All right, guys, I just watched a video on how to wash the suction cup from my holder and my cell phone mount, and it seems like it's fairly easy. All you need is hot water, no chemicals, and just a sponge. I actually happen to have hot water in my thermos, and I might even have a sponge. I'm gonna check in my backpack. Just pour some on it and see what happens. Wow, the water is still hot. Oh, and it's getting clean. I don't want to waste too much of my warm water, but having warm water is a good thing in this situation and in all many other situations. Oh, this is also making me hungry. Guys, I think I was able to clean it up. Let's see if it's gonna work better. I'm so excited. If we can recycle instead of buy, that would be fantastic. Let's see. And the moment of truth. Ta-da-da-da, ta-da. Let's see if we can do it somewhere here. Oh my God, it goes. Oh wow, it went in there really, really good. Oh, that's excellent. That's great news. All right, let's see if that's the correct angle for us. If not, then we're gonna reposition it. Nice, we just recycled the thing. Yay! All right, it's gonna be a new angle, but it works. And we have this little piece. So this is the tiny piece that broke inside and it wasn't holding my phone anymore. It happened last night. It was so dark and snowy and cloudy, and we had no reception, and then this thing broke. So we had a wild adventure, I would say. But things got better when I retraced my steps back, found the place where it started getting hard, or started going wrong, let's say, and I went the other way. I went the better known route. I went up the 5 to Oregon and then did the something pass, and then found an amazing rest stop, slept, got good rest, and now guess what? We just recycled our dashboard mount for the phone, so that is absolutely awesome. All right, for now we're gonna go back to the forest, or we're gonna enter the forest. Let's go. I found a sign that said Redwood National and State Park information. Let's see where we can enter. I believe it's the building behind me. Oh yes, right there. Excellent. Okay.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Front Street, then turn right onto L Street.
About where it is that we're going. Oh, I love maps. Especially since last night. Redwood National and State Parks headquarters. Park information. Yes! Hi guys! You won't believe this magic. So yesterday as I was driving,
this message kept popping up all around me: recycle, recycle. And I usually pay good attention to what the universe is telling me. And today, look, I've recycled, and then right away I was gifted not only the information center that I was looking for, but headquarters for the Redwood National and State Parks. So this is incredible. I feel like anytime I follow the signs, I'm being rewarded with gifts, with things that I've been looking for. It's absolutely incredible. Such a magical journey. Let's go to the information center and get some maps. Maps. Ta-da! Look at all these books. Conifers of the Pacific Slope. Oh my God. It's camping with kids. So much cool stuff. And mushrooms of the Redwood Coast. 1 square inch of silence. Oh, I want all of these. National Audubon Society Pocket Guide, Familiar Trees of North America. I might want something simple like that. Like the parks. John Muir notebook. John Muir notebook. Oh my God. The children's books. Junior Ranger. Yes. They have Junior Ranger program here. Nice. And they have all the banana slug stuff. So cool. I have to take my kids here, but that's gonna cost me. Oh, look at the yellow slug backpack. That's awesome. And Redwood's pen.
So this whole area right here, oh my God, come on.
It was quick.
So this whole area right here is the national park.
Okay.
There are 3 state parks inside of it. All the parks are free. Anything dark shade of green that you see on here represents old growth. So that's where you're gonna get the trees that are like between 1,000 and 2,000 plus years old.
Yes, sir.
So we're right here.
That's exactly what I was looking for. The old growth
From
forest.
here, you would go to Howland Hill Road. So this one right here.
Howland Hill Road. Okay.
All right, Spielberg.
Okay.
So it's a 10-mile gravel road, 1 lane, 2-way traffic. And there's a bunch of trails on there. So you have the Boy Scout tree. So these are like the main 4 over here.
Is that where the tree fell?
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you the other way to it.
Okay.
But do you want to do some hikes? You got the kids with you?
No, I'm by myself. Kids next time. First, I always go by myself first.
Nice. So Grove of the Titans is really nice. That's one of the trees right there.
Okay.
Beautiful. It's 1.7 miles round trip. Take you like an hour. Scout Grove is half a mile. So after you do that, you'll wind up on 199. But since the tree fell, you're gonna come up this way. And there's a beautiful ride right here. As soon as you get onto the 199, it's crazy. It's really windy.
I think that's where I came from.
Probably. Where'd you come from?
Yes, I did.
Oregon?
Yes, because I tried to go on. That's another question I have for you. Because I did go through 69, I believe, first last night. So I went from Shasta. I went to Shasta, and then from Shasta
nice.
I went up a little bit, and then I went through the. I tried to cut across like this, and then the elevation started getting so high, and it was snowing, and it was dark, and foggy,
Shasta's
and I had
nice.
to turn around and go back and go through 5, and then Oregon and 199.
That's the only way. I don't know
Yeah.
what 69 is. This sounds crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to turn around in the middle of the night.
So, where were we? Oh, yeah. Walker Road. So put that in your GPS because it's very easy to miss. But you can hit it on your way back. So you're going to go up 101 to 199. And then you can stop here and you can get directions. Or if you're good at reading signs, just follow signs for Scout Grove. So you're gonna go up 199. There's gonna be like a little bridge that you're gonna cross. Then you're gonna make a right, another bridge. That has signs though. It's hard to miss. I'll say Holland Hill,
Okay.
Stout Grove, Grove of the Titans. So once you get on it, it's a gravel road. Stout Grove will be a right. It has its own little road. And Grove of the Titans, when you see a little bathroom building there, that's when you know to look for parking.
Okay.
You'll probably see a lot of cars there. It's pretty popular. So,
Are there any hikes here that are not so popular that are really great?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you're gonna film this whole thing?
Yeah.
I would have wanted done some makeup. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even do my hair.
I'm not filming you. I'm filming your
I know,
hands
but,
and your
you know.
tattoos
No.
and your voice
Yeah.
and the
So,
map.
All right. Cool.
Do you mind?
Nah. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Crap. If it was anybody else, yeah. But you know,
Thank you.
you're good. What was I doing? Oh yeah, you want some sneaky trails.
Yes.
So, if you don't want to do those, then
No, I don't like the popular trails. I usually try to avoid those.
I understand that. But besides the popularity, you don't have to do the trails. I would suggest driving out.
Just
there.
driving out there.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. Yeah.
Because this is like New York City, this is like LA, meaning this is like they're on top of each other. This is more spread out. But there is, so I would just do the drive and then just turn around, go to Walker Road, right? When you get to Walker Road, that. So here's Walker Road, right? So you'll be coming back from over here. You're gonna make a left, but put it in your GPS. It's very easy to miss.
Okay.
When you first get there, you'll see on your right, sorry, like cars parked. There'll be a bathroom right next to a bathroom. There's a fallen tree, and it looks like one of those worms from Dune. It's crazy looking.
Wow.
So it's a good spot for pictures. It's
Okay.
really beautiful.
Awesome.
But go past that. You're gonna go past the little bridge, and then after the bridge, you're gonna see like a short stump. It's huge, but it's short, and a fallen tree. On the left and on the right of that is a huge tree. You could pull in right there in your car, and there's mini trails there. Little mini trails. Like,
Okay.
So do that.
Okay. Are any of those, are there mushrooms out already or no?
Jason, is there any mushrooms out this time of year?
Not really. There are some here and there, but
What about the? No, I'm kidding.
the
Well,
in
it
the
was-
fall
The
is
magic
mushrooms.
mushroom.
Oh, the magic mushrooms.
In the fall.
We're going
I'm
to
just
Fremont
trying
Street.
to learn
Vegas.
how to identify them. So any
Yeah.
mushrooms work.
He would know. He goes on our trails. I know nothing. I sit here all day and I tell people, "Do you want to see beach stuff?"
Is it good?
No, it's fucking great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay. I
Beautiful
want to see
beaches
it.
here.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, the weather sucks.
What about
but it's-
Glass Beach? Is it here somewhere?
Glass Beach? No, that's further south, I think.
Further south.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll see any beach.
Yeah, no, it's really pretty. So you're gonna take Washington Boulevard exit, and if you go all the way to the end, there'll be a stop sign. You'll see the water. So go left, and this is called Pebble Beach Drive, right?
Oh, yes. Is that the Pebble Beach? Oh, okay.
So from here, this is 9th Street, and this is Washington. So that's
Okay.
right up here. There's a whole bunch of turnouts, meaning little areas you can park. Some are level with the beach, some are more cliffy. But if you go more towards 9th Street, there's one with stairs. So take
Towards
that one.
9th Street?
This is 9th.
Okay.
So if you're coming down, it'll be further down. You'll see it. You should see the stairs on the side of the rock. So when you get to the little parking lot, there's stairs and then the two sets that split. And you go to either one of those beaches, you can find agates and
Okay.
tide pools. Low tide is at, low tide's right now. So maybe go now.
Go now and then go.
And then come back, do the trees later.
You have all the information. Oh my
know?
God, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I was looking for you.
I'll be your private guide.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So, okay, there's a lighthouse right here. It's really beautiful. It's on a little island. You might be able to walk out to it. It's like literally right down there. And then Anchor Way, you got sea lions. Sea lions. You like sea lions? You don't have those
Sure.
in LA.
Yes.
So they hang out
yes.
on that, but there's also another pier that's closer to the whatever parking lot. And then this is a nice overlook. That's this one right here. And then there's a trail to Endert's Beach. Now, I wish I could. I don't know how to explain it. I could show you, but like when you get to the beach, right? It goes downhill. Hey, yo, take care, man. Have a nice day, right? You're gonna go all the way down to the beach, like walk straight on the water, and there's a cliff. You might not be able to do it now. And there's two little like holes where you could walk through to this other side. And it's like this lagoon, and it's all rocky and tide pools. But that's cool when it's low tide. Low tide was at 8 in the morning, so you might not want to go now because it
Maybe
might start
tomorrow?
coming in and you might get stuck. Tomorrow, yeah, definitely.
same tides for tomorrow.
It's,
All those,
is that all you need?
it's all I need, yeah. One
All
of them,
right.
and I'll be able to guide myself.
Easy man to please.
I read a lot, so.
All right, does the dog need one too?
You also have one of the official Redwood. That's what I'm looking for.
There you
Thanks
go,
so
my
much.
man. All right, what's the dog's name?
This is Monaco.
Monaco. Hey, where's Ibiza? No Ibiza?
You're funny.
But on bumps. All right.
I appreciate it.
Is that Asalapsa? Lhasa
She's
Apsa, whatever.
Katanda Tuliar.
Oh, that was going to be my second guess. That was a Katanda Dewey.
If you have allergies.
You just make that up, bro?
No.
Oh, those are the ones that
She's
are hypoallergenic.
hypoallergenic.
A friend of mine has
Not
one.
that many
Yeah.
breeds that are hypoallergenic, but
That's
yeah,
cool.
she's one of them.
Yeah, you could bring her on the trail. You're not supposed to, but
No, listen to what he said.
what'd he say?
Their scent just attracts every animal known.
Yeah, what? Who's gonna come? So you telling me when I go there smelling like gravy, and the bears are like, get that fat bastard. Oh, I'm on camera. God damn it, turn that off.
Sorry, yeah.
All right, we're ready.
I know, this is recording.
This is gonna be perfect.
Too funny.
You're gonna be on YouTube, man.
Oh my god.
This is like some Belarusian,
Oh my god. Too good.
what the hell was I gonna say? Propaganda.
Propaganda,
video.
that's
Yeah.
I'm
Propaganda.
actually an American, so that's it.
Oh, so, yeah, but forget that. It's beautiful though, but you gotta go.
Can I go
low tide.
tomorrow? I'm gonna go
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but I'll show
Between
you.
the hours of.
After that, I'll show you a picture of it. After you're done filming.
Okay.
Okay. That aside, there's a little overlook here that's like closer, right off the road. And this is a nice trail. Nice little overlook. It's nice. And then you can come. Are you going south? Well, you gotta go home, right? Are you going that way?
I don't know. I don't care. I can go everywhere and then go anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. I have time.
You're the best. All right. So, if you want, you can come down here. There's over 80 miles of trails in there. You don't want the popular ones. So, let's see. Behind this visitor center, if you get on the James Irvine Trail, it's 5.5 miles, and then you gotta go back 5.5 miles. I would only do like the first quarter mile of it.
Okay.
You know, or as much as you want, but don't do the whole thing, because then it just gets redundant. After a while, it's just, another tree. Here.
Another tree. Okay,
Oh,
got
look,
it.
another tree. Oh, my feet hurt. Look, another tree. Oh, look, a fern. What a tree. Let's see. There's Fern Canyon. But you're going to get wet. You know, probably don't want to do that this time of year. I would just stick up here. And these
Okay.
are really beautiful. So this is its own separate state park, but it's also free. It's really pretty. Also, there's a nice beach down here with a cliff at the end that you could also walk inside, but only during low tide. So,
Okay, so that's mornings.
all right.
Does the tide go low in the evening again, or no?
Yeah. So, like right now, it's low tide. High tide's coming in at 2:47. What's today? Friday?
Yes.
So the next low tide is at 7:30.
PM?
Yeah. It doesn't.
And
get
it's
dark
still
till
light,
11.
right? Perfect.
But so if it's low tide at 7:30, that means it's at its lowest, and then it starts going. So probably around I'd say like 6:30ish maybe. It starts trickling.
All right. First, we're gonna go to Boy Scout Tree Trailhead. Let's go. Guys, so I am so happy that I was guided to that place with the maps, because the roads where I'm going right now, I would have never found it without a map or without explanation from Yoko. So much to explore. All right. I'm so excited, guys. I wish you were here to see this. You must come. You must come.
The scientific name for coast redwoods is Sequoia sempervirens. The word sequoia comes from a Cherokee man named Sequoia, a man who gave Cherokee language a written form by inventing its syllabary. The word Sempervirens means ever living.
These are the giants. Hi, baby. You probably want to go back out, honey. Oh, bye. Oh my God, guys. I had to stop. Oh my God, guys. This is just so beautiful here. This is just so beautiful. Oh my God. And look, my first tiny little stop just by the road, and I find all these mushrooms. All these saprobes growing on this tree trunk. Look how many. I wish I could get closer to them. I actually can. I actually can. This is incredible. I feel like a dюймовочка, like a Timbalina in the middle of this jazz. My heart is racing and pumping. My God. This is so beautiful. Oh. And I haven't even made it into the forest yet. I'm just by the road. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional, guys. The feeling here is incredible. Check out that birdhouse. Hello. I wonder if these are all the same saprobes, or they look a little different. Maybe they're just different age. Look at the different coloring. Guys, how about we check right on the spot what type of mushroom that is by using our new book. Let's see, it's a local field guide. Ta-da! So Yoko, the guy who helped us out inside the information center, he told me that all the children from schools get this guide here. So he says that it must be a really good guide because when they constantly run out of it. So let's see if we found something there that we need that will help us identify this mushroom, this saprobe that grows on the tree. I'm gonna just flip through the pages really quickly. Oh, there's so many saprobes. Ooh, this is not gonna be so quick. Whoa, look at all the saprobes. Oh, doesn't it look like this a little bit? Porodidalea, piney group. Conifer maize polypore. No, it didn't look like a maize underneath. It does look stripy. It has stripes on top like that. But let's see. Oh, look at this beautiful mushroom. Look at this one. That's a beefsteak fungus. That does not look like a beefsteak fungus though. So let's move on. Let's try to see if we find it. No, guys. Oh, I think I found it. It looks just like this, just like that. It has a little stripe, red, and then it's purplish towards the center, and it's white underneath, and it's called Rhodophones cayanderi, rosy polypore. I think we got our guy. I think we got the rosy polypore. Rosy polypore. Let the car pass by, and I'm gonna read about it. Let's see if that's it. Rosy polypore, hoof-shaped fruit body, 3 to 10 centimeters long, hoof-shaped at first, soon expanding into a fan-shaped bracket. Upper surface, very young fruit bodies emerge as a blob of pinkish white fertile surface. I have to check in with that thing. I have to check in with those babies. Should I check it through the camera or should I go walk back there? All right, I'm gonna walk back there, or maybe we'll find something else similar like this, just a little further off the road. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Let's see if we can smell it. Okay, I'm too excited. I need to figure out what's first, what's next. I want to do all the things. All right, let's stop for now, get to the big tree, see the touristy stuff, and then get deep into the woods and start identifying mushrooms. But I think this is the one. I've never been so excited. Or maybe this is the one. It can also be this because it looks like an oyster. Red-belted conch. Oh, whoa. Let's get there for a second. One more. Or not. Okay, maybe on the way back. No, right now. Okay. So we have this one that looks like this. And then on this side, I have the one that looks dark, like this. So this dark one reminds me of this red-belted conch, right? but the other one looks different. I wonder if the same dying tree can have different mushrooms growing on it. Probably, right? Why not? You see? They're different. And then let's look at the babies. The babies are right there. They look like that. Or maybe those are different mushrooms altogether. So much to learn. So much to learn. So excited. Look at this tree there. Wow, guys. What a magical place. Old growth forest is like, it's not like anything else I've ever seen. I wanted to get to this tree to show you. Isn't this like from fairy tales? Or, you know, where they get to the scary forest where the witch lives? I wonder if this is moss or lichen. This is a wonder, natural wonder. You must see this forest. It's like from the movies. And you can feel the energy here. It's magical. Look at this tree. There's clover and fern. Oh wow, there's so many more trees that are covered with those mushrooms, and they're big. And I think there is one right up ahead on the road, close to the road. Look at that tree, it's covered with the saprobes. You see? Incredible. Guys, can you believe it? I haven't eaten yet today. I forgot, and it's already 12:21, and now all of a sudden I'm feeling so hungry and still super excited, but I think it's time to find a spot where we can make some food and describe the food that we're eating too, right? Remember, we're trying all the different freeze-dried foods that I got from REI and seeing which one tastes the best. We just drove right here, and I saw that this tree must have fallen and been cut so that people can drive through, but you must see what's inside. tunnel. They can't be hollow like this inside, right? Oh my God. It probably rotted. But this is the question I would love to ask someone. Well, or read a book. I climbed up on top to see this tree from the side of the roots. Oh my goodness. How incredible.
I looked in through the rabbit hole of the redwood tree hollows. Turns out that these basal hollows are not uncommon. On the contrary, our giants are known for them. Although recognized for their superb resistance to fire, pests, and decay, both redwood bark and the interior heartwood will eventually give in when these factors are combined and recurrent. Astonishingly, even if all the heartwood at the base of our tree smolders away during a hot fire, the tree can survive and even continue to grow. That is due to its anatomy, among other factors. I was surprised to learn that most of the tree's trunk is dead tissue. Both the thick bark on the outside and the steel-strong heartwood at the center are comprised of non-living cells, with only a thin layer in between called cambium, where all life happens. And since the 12-inch thick bark acts as a perfect insulator for tree's cambium layer, the layer stays intact and the tree lives.
Guys, I found a trailhead. We still didn't make it to the camp thing. But I found this sign and a trailhead. It says Nickerson Ranch Trail. Trail length 0.6 miles. Mill Creek Trail, Mill Creek. Please observe the following. No bicycles and no pets. I think I'd like to take this little hike. Let's pour some warm water into the packets. And while the food is going to be getting ready, we're gonna take a nice little hike. Which one's gonna be our next meal? Let's see. What do we have left? Woo! We have still our tree from Shasta. And then that trail, I can't wait to get on it. So I have Ukrainian borscht, and I have blueberry walnut oats left, and then the 3 cheese mac and cheese. Mac and cheese sounds the best right now because I'm so hungry. But I probably should start with blueberry walnut oats because it's gonna be my first meal of the day. So let's start with blueberry walnut oats by Backpacker's Pantry. And this is gonna be a good test for my water. I wonder if it's going to hold up, and it's my second day, whether it's still gonna be hot enough to make this work. I hope it will be. Let's give it a shot. Our oats. Oh, they have walnuts inside, and they have this pack. I should get rid of it right away. So they have nice walnuts inside like this. And oatmeal. All right, let's pour some hot water in, or warm water in. I don't have a little table. Well, I have the bag, but since I want to show you and there is no room to place the tripod, this is what I have to do. Ta-da! I have to get creative, basically. That's what it is. And getting creative is kind of fun. Sometimes it's not as fun to have everything ready and convenient. Or maybe sometimes it is. Well, everything kind of works in life, you know that? All right, let's feel. Let's follow the instructions and stir. Steer the wheel and stir the pot. You see, my English is getting better every day. I'm learning more than I'm teaching. All right, got my fancy fork. Let's unpack it. Let's stir. Ooh, that looks so good. I'm getting excited because I'm hungry. Oops. All right, we're gonna just leave this here in the car and go take a walk, and hopefully by the time we come back it's ready. Okay, you're not going to believe what happened. Look at the sign and look what's by the sign. Ta-da! That's our mushroom. Again. Right there. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. The rain just picked up. I'm getting soaked, but I really don't mind it. It's so worth it. Let's go see. Ooh, the forest.
A rainforest. I never thought I'd be visiting one, let alone that I will find one right in my backyard, North Cali. When I hear rainforest, the first thing that comes to mind is Amazon and the tropics. Well, turns out there is another type of rainforest like this one called temperate. A temperate rainforest is located in a temperate geographical zone instead of the tropical. For the curious, I've attached an image with different geographical zones and their latitudinal positions. Temperate zones are in the dark green and run about 23.5 to 66.5 degrees north and south of equator. A temperate rainforest consists of a combination of broadleaf trees and conifers. Conifers are the trees with needle-like leaves that reproduce by cones instead of flowers. In a temperate rainforest, the forest canopy, which serves as a roof to the forest floor, is continuous and almost fully closed. This means that the forest floor in a temperate rainforest receives very little sunlight, and only those organisms that have adapted to shade can survive. And although shade tolerant, temperate rainforest vegetation is moisture dependent and includes epiphytes and lianas. More on those in the next video. Note to self: moisture dependent, not too much sunlight. That sounds like a perfect match for a mushroom habitat. Cool, dark, and moist. Another important characteristic of all rainforests is the absence of wildfire. We will talk about the great significance of this factor next time.
I love that we have our guide now. We can try and identify the trees. Look how cool it is. We can just flip through the pages and match the shape. This pocket guide is very useful, especially in a day like this when it's raining outside. And ooh, this looks a little bit like it, wouldn't you say? Canyon live oak, but this one is a baby. It has the little spikes, right, on the leaves on the side. Or maybe it's something else. So far it looks the most like canyon live oak, but I'm gonna move forward and I will go through the guide again a little later. Can you hear the bird? Oh, I wonder if that's a woodpecker. Let's go.
To identify which sound belongs to which bird, head to earbirdinghumboldt.com. You will love their website. I will reference it in the comments.
The sun is peeking through, and with all the moisture, it looks magical. This forest is divine, so lush. These raindrops look like jewelry, like diamonds covering the tree. Let's get to that sunny part of the trail and see, maybe we can identify a tree or something. Although I'll tell you, I'm so excited and there is so much to see and touch and do and smell that I kind of don't know if I feel like using the books right now. I just want to experience it all, take it all in, to look around, to not look into the book. This is probably what happens with Trinity Forest. I've been there so many times that I got to the point where I want to go deeper in, and I would like to explore the species and know their names and understand the forest better. But here I am here, it's my first time here, and I'm just so overwhelmed. My senses are so overwhelmed with the beauty, and I feel like, well, actually, I don't feel like looking into the books right now at the moment and doing any identification. I think in Pilates we would call it global view and a local view. Global view is when you step away and observe how the person moves as a whole. And a local view is when you get closer in and you look at a specific body part and or joint and how it moves through space, whether, how it moves. So I feel like this is what's happening with me getting to know the forests. Sometimes when I already got to know the global view, how the forest moves as one, as a whole, then I want to go and dive deeper into smaller parts, or individual, I don't want to call them even individual parts, but parts of that one whole. And for now, with this forest, because it's new, oh my God, guys, there's a humongous Saprobe mushroom on one of those trees. I wonder if I can get there. But for now, I want to see how the forest moves as a whole, and then maybe tomorrow or on one of the trips, I will dive deeper into individual pieces, individual species of this one big whole. For now, it's global view, and let's look at that humongous Saprobe. Oh, I wonder if I can get there. Okay, guys, this is where I'm standing, and this is where I saw that gigantic mushroom on the tree. Look. Wow. Looks like an oyster, right? You know one thing? I was looking at the John Muir notebook to take notes about the mushrooms, and then I decided, oh, I don't want to spend the money, but now I wish I had it and I could write down. Well, I can type into the notes on the phone, yes, all the little things about that mushroom that I see, and then identify it later without taking it off the tree.
Hoof-shaped and fan-shaped, shaped like flower rosettes on the shells of oysters. Natural beauty and composure of these saprobes are a delight. According to the National Park Service's website, some, like this skunk, can grow so massive that one can support the weight of an adult. Wow! Look who I found. How beautiful. You must see this. Let me take you there. Guys, you won't believe it. I just found mushrooms right underneath this tree. Let's go see them. Hi. I went through the trees, and look, right there, tiny little brown mushrooms. And of course, it's not easy to identify the little brown ones, but there they are. Soon, I will be very surprised to find out that coast redwoods are actually non-ectomycorrhizal trees, which means they do not form symbiotic relationships with fungi. But their understory is a perfect habitat for waxycaps and Liptonia. Look at the tiny cone. Oh, guys, this itsy bitsy cone I found, roughly the size of an olive pit, holds seeds that are even smaller. And that is the redwood seed. Can you imagine? This absolute giant of a tree, the tallest tree on our planet, grows out of a tiniest seed against all odds. And the little tiny mushrooms, well,
I don't think I will be identifying little brown mushrooms, although I would love to one day learn more about them. So let's just admire these guys right here. Oh. He's beautiful. Hello, sir. This is the same tree that we were looking at, only from the other side. Look at all the interweaving, the texture, the color. I decided to try and get one out just to see. Oh, look, a bunch of them are out for some reason. I wanted to see how deep they go. I don't think that this is exactly the end of it. And I took one step up to come back to my trail and found this guy underneath here. Hello. Hello. I believe I've seen him. Oh, he's slimy, guys. He has a slimy texture. Look, I believe I've seen him in the book. Wow. Hello. Oh. So he's a saprobe. Oh, you guys, he's so slimy. Oh. Oh, it's oozing out of him, the slime. I'd like to identify him, to learn about him. Look how slimy my hands are. Wow. All right, let's see our finds right here. One broke off, and then let's go put them into little boxes. Oh, I didn't take the little boxes. I'll figure a good spot for them. Guys, I'm pretty sure that this slimy one is some sort of an inky thingy, because look, it changes color, right? This is his stem. Oh, it's so slimy. Oh, now that I know what slimy is, I will never confuse it with the non-slimy mushrooms. Wow, but look at the blue, right? And now I found more mushrooms, saprobes, on this dead tree. Let's look. I'm going to use a leaf where to store my mushrooms, because I don't have anything else. I wasn't expecting to find them. I asked in the information center. They said no mushrooms yet. So I'm going to, I was not prepared to pick any for identification. So I'm going to just save them on the leaf, one like this and the other one on a different leaf. All right, I found another little bed for this guy here. And guys, my hands are so slimy and sticky from that one mushroom. I'm going to wash my hands just off the ground, because the ground is wet. So I'm going to rub them to take care of the slime. Washing my hands this way. Woo! Just a little scrub, natural scrub. Well, first of all, check out this beautiful fern. Oh my gosh. Look at this gorgeous fern. Look at how it folds. This fern This tree is just full of mushrooms. Oh. And I think they're different kinds. Whoa, check these guys out. Who are you? Hi. Hi. Okay. Oh, so here, this is the answer to my question whether different mushrooms can grow on the same dead tree or dying tree, and the answer is yes. Look, these are different. Ooh. Hi. Hi, gorgeous. Hi. And then the same tree, oof, I have to, there's other trees on top of me, so I have to be careful. Same tree has this mushroom on it. This one. And then the same tree has other mushrooms on it. Right over there. Look how many. Let me get closer. Now these look very different from the ones that I saw, those giant ones, right? The ones that are on the dying tree. The shape is similar. They both grow out of the tree. They're saprobes. They're eating the decaying matter, but they look different in color and in shape. But these do look like clams, right? From the top. Look, if I look right here. Wow. Some of these mushrooms broke off and they're just laying on the ground, just like this. So I'll take some for sampling. Oh, there's a big piece right there on the ground. So I'm going to reach for it. Woo! And voila, there it is. Okay, let's go. I still haven't eaten today. Can you believe this? This is what happens when I get so interested in something, I forget to even eat. Oh, what is that? One sec. Oh, and I found more mushrooms. These are so pretty. Look. Aren't they just so beautiful? Wow. And yes, look, it feels like there are two species right next to each other, right? This one. Unless it's the species that look different in different age. Otherwise, look. There's this one. It's slimy. And then there's this guy. Oh, this one is dry. And this one is growing like a little hood, right? Like a little awning. And the other one is just flat to the trunk. Let's take a few good pictures and then compare them with the pictures in the book. All right, guys, I think this was such a success. This little tiny hike we made. I was stopping so often that it's been actually over 2 hours, 2.5. By now I'm absolutely starving. We have our tiny finds here. Let's get back to the car, eat, identify, or maybe use the sunlight for now to discover more things, to look around, and then I'll identify later. Whatever it is, let's go eat. Come. Guys, you won't believe. I was walking and I see something strange on the floor, and look, 100% it's a mushroom. One of the ones that I wanted to identify, the saprobic mushrooms, it just fell off. Look how flat, and it's on the floor. And I was just like, oh, this is an odd shape. And I picked it up, ta-da, and we have another sample. Okay, now we're gonna go eat. I promise, Tanya, I'm gonna feed you. Friends, I washed my hands in the creek. Remember the one we crossed over to get to the forest? And now with my hands clean, I am going to reveal what happened. Oh, it's ready to my oats, blueberry walnut oats. They are ready, guys. I was so afraid that they're not going to be ready because the water wasn't hot and boiling, but they look ready. Let's see how they taste. I think anything will taste well right now. Guys, they taste delicious, and they are cold, but they still taste delicious. Oh, I should have taken more of these. Wow, this is really good. This is the best lunch I've ever had. I love this forest. I love this forest. I love this forest. I have so much to explore. I think I want to take another trail right after I finish this in the same exact spot. I'm sorry, I'm chewing and eating. I'm too excited. I want to go. Oh, I see more mushrooms. Oh my God, I can stay here for a very long time. What's going on with my hair? Oh my God. I think that's oatmeal. I'm sorry. I had to notice that. And this is the part of my journey where things went south really fast. I noticed a tiny tick-like bug on my arm, then another one. I opened the car and saw more of them, many more of them, crawling around the cabin where I slept.
My God, guys,
most of them in and crawling out of a small cardboard box given to me at REI to carry out my purchase. The thought of this many ticks possibly burrowed within my body made my head spin. I envisioned myself in the hospital dying from an acute case of Lyme disease. But being out in the woods on my own, without reception, and now a car infested with potentially deadly bugs, I had no choice but to keep my composure and figure things out. Okay, guys, we're having an absolute emergency situation, and my car is full of these little guys. It looks like there's a lot of them dead in the box that was from REI, so I think they might have been from there. There were a gentleman and a lady right now who said this might be ticks, might not be. They're not very flat, but there's something, and I don't want this something all over my car. I have a little bit of a good feeling because the lady said that they're not, they're a little too small for ticks, and that they are soft, that the ticks are hard. Now that doesn't change too much, but okay, we got one. I feel like finding maybe a ranger would know. It seems like they were all on or surrounding the box, though. I don't see any on me or on my clothes or anywhere in the passenger seat. So where the box was, there's a bunch, but not anywhere else. So, all right, guys. So this is certainly not the adventure I was looking for. I had so many things planned in mind. Now I feel the bugs are all over me. Nevertheless, it's an important thing, especially if well, there's so many important things about it. First of all, to know how to deal with emergency situations like these. Second of all, to go through the steps, right? So this is an emergency. What are we gonna do? We're going to go to the ranger, find a forest ranger, and ask for some guidance. And then I'm also going to call REI because hopefully they don't have infestation of these guys going all through REI and all of their boxes. It feels like whatever these guys were, they were dormant. Maybe they were still in their larval stage, and then it looks like this is a speculation, but it does look like they were in the box because the box is just full of them. Nothing else is full, has that many of them. They're just one random one here and there, but the majority are in the box. It looks like the box was shipped. Oh, right. Okay, let's go plan. Let's do it step by step. No freaking out. I'm here by myself. I'm in the forest where the reception is in and out. Let's find a place to have reception and to have someone with knowledge of bugs, and begin there. And the reason I want to begin there is to know what am I up against. Is this a bug that I should be worried about, or is this nothing to worry about? Is this something that I can possibly spray? Should I be throwing away all of my stuff from the car? All these questions need to be answered, and let's find somebody who can help us. Guys, I'm in the bathroom. They gave me a key in the information center so that I can check myself. So I'm going to see whether I have any of those on me. So far, nothing in my hair. Thank God.
Listen, my friend was there days back. And she got a couple.
Yoko, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Yoko is helping me.
You video again?
I'm videoing the entire process. I have a YouTube channel,
it's
but I
Russian
also...
spy bugs.
It's Russian spy bugs. I knew somebody was gonna bug me.
Little Putin bugs.
Little Putin bugs.
Little Vladimirs.
Little Vladimirs.
Blood.
Oh, thanks for making me laugh. I got so tense up there for a moment.
Just vacuum it, clean it. I don't think it's anything that bad. Now, if you die in 2 days,
yeah.
is that your kids? Say goodbye now. How old are your kids?
Let's see here. So
The situation seemed unresolvable. Yoko and others seemed conflicted on whether these tiny things were ticks or bed bugs, neither of which I wanted to have anywhere near my body or my car, especially in such quantities. I searched for an exterminator facility in Crecent City and even drove up to it after they didn't pick up the phone. only to find out that the place was permanently closed. I even called CDC and California Health Department to get some guidance on what to do in such situations, but the answers were scarce. I decided to set sail for home. But with more than 12 hours of road ahead, sleeping in my car packed with these tiny hitchhikers was unavoidable. I pulled over and did a thorough cleaning of my car and all of my things. I put the box and every last tiny bug that crawled out of it into a trash bag and sealed it tight. And somehow, this act of tidying up my car and the gorgeous views of the coast eased my mind. I decided not to waste a single moment longer on this silly fear. After all, poor bugs were the ones in trouble, and I wasn't even bitten thus far. And then my faith came back in. Nature and my spirit team never let me down. All my troubles are but intricate lessons cloaked by the fear of my own making. Face the fear, pull the cloak down, and it's nothing scary. No, correction. It isn't no thing. It is something. It is a gift.
Guys, we're entering the clouds again, but this time I know the road well. It's 101 freeway and it's light outside, so it's not scary.
Fog. Redwoods thrive in the fog. When fog reaches their crowns, the stress of pulling water upwards into the canopy from the ground eases. The trees can relax, immersed in water. It has been observed through the age rings that in addition to moisture, coast redwoods also get nutrients from this marine fog. Isn't it amazing? Scientists can tell by the growth rings which year the trees got most of their water and nutrients from the ground and which year from the fog.
I pulled over to eat my mac and cheese, and it's hitting the right spot right now for me. After a little bit of stress, mac and cheese is what I need. And actually, while we're driving to wherever it is that we're driving to, let's see where it is because I'm uncertain. So, while we're driving wherever it is that we're driving, and that would be Prairie Creek Visitor Center. Should we do that? I think that would be a beautiful place. We might have passed it. Let me quickly put it into my GPS. Newton B. Drury Scenic Parkway. Ooh, I think, yes, I think that's the one I just passed. Okay, let me get back to that road. And Newton B. Drury Coastal Prairie Creek Redwood State Park. All right, let's see about this Prairie Creek State Park. Let's go. Let's go, Redwoods. Just look at the size of these giants. What a beautiful place. And it looks different than the other one we were at, but just as majestic. And I wonder if they have mushrooms here on dead or dying trees as well. I'm going to walk in a little bit. Oh, look, the crow. Hello. Hi, dear. It's just us. And we took the Corkscrew tree trail. Oh, look around. Hi, beautiful trees. I'm pretty sure I see the Corkscrew tree. It's right in front of me. Check this out. Look at that. It's winding like a corkscrew. Let's get closer to it. Oh my God. And I can hear it creak. Look at the root system. Oh, there is a mushroom inside there. Let's go see. Oh my God. I was just about to say that I haven't found any mushrooms yet, unlike in the other one. And then boom, there it is. Hello. Do you see him? Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Oh wow. This one has a long stipe. And look, those ones are older. And they're curling up. Just like that. It does look like our baby mushroom too. The one that we found behind the other tree. But they all look very similar. Look, there is one more here. That's such a great find. Let's take some pictures. I'm not gonna take it from here. Let's just take a few beautiful pictures. This is right in the tree trunk. Oh wow. What a magical, magical place. Wow. Thank you, dear forest. Thank you, dear trees. That long moss. Those look like straight out of the fairy tale. Wow. See the tree trunks that are on the ground, whether they have any mushrooms on them. Oh my God, guys. this is straight out of the movie. Oh, wow. Look at these. I think these are moss and lichen. Oh my gosh, look at this grove. Oh my god, that tree. Oh wow. It's covered in moss and it looks not like anything else I've ever seen before. Let's get closer to it so I can show you. I don't know why I'm whispering, it's just this is so different. This is truly like as if I landed in Avatar. And the craziest thing is that I'm the only one here. Well, besides all the magic. Wow. This is what an old growth forest looks like. Every inch is full of magic, full of character, full of stories. Look at this tree. What is that? I think this is the corkscrew tree. Oh my God. I cannot describe it to you in words. It spins and weevils and twists and turns and
disconnects and then connects and then grows so tall and strong. How? It even has another tree growing inside of it. Wow. All right, I think it's time to head out and maybe see a few more things before the sun goes completely down. And guys, this experience today, it made me want to read learn all about the history of this forest. How do these trees become so giant? I want to know things about them. I'm gonna get some books, I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna tell you everything, I promise. My new signature look. Look up, look down. I like how my hair goes with the trees. Alright, let's keep on moving. I know it's getting super late and I probably should get going, but I'm gonna stop real quick. One more trail. I found Ah-Pah Interpretive trail. That means that they will have little signs talking about the trees, and that's exactly the question that I just asked. I said I want to read. I said I want to read about these trees and their history, and then Ah-Pah Interpretive trail right in front of me. I told you, it's all super duper magical. Let's read together. Look at that. Oh. It's a little muddy. Okay, I'll get there. Doesn't matter. Okay. Restoring nature's design. Several years ago, a logging road cut through this forest. Built in 1940s, Ah-Pah Road altered nature's design. Redwood National and State Park Landmarks Watershed Restoration Program removed the road in 1995. Travel across a restored landscape on this quarter-mile trail. Like an archaeological excavation, road removal uncovers an older surface, revealing the rounded rocks and water-worn wood that the stream once trickled over and returning the water to its natural path. Why remove roads? Roads change the way water moves, covering natural flows with earthen dams and forcing water through culverts. With the constant winter rains of the north coast, erosion plugs culverts with mud and debris. This buildup causes washouts and landslides on abandoned roads, which can destroy ancient and recovering forests and streams critical for the survival of salmon. Road removal uncovers nature's design and allows ecosystems to recover. Wow, I had no idea. I mean, I could tell that the roads are probably doing something. Look at the trees. Oh, the flowers. I'm getting tired. Let me see if there are more writings on this interpretive trail. This is beautiful. Oh my God. I wish it wasn't so late.
I would have done the whole trail, but because it's getting dark, I think I'm not going to make it all the way. But this is great because it's going to be something amazing for me to come back to. Oh, all this clover. Can I find the 4-leaf one, please? Any mushrooms in this tree trunk? No, I don't see. All right, we got another tablet, another board, patterned after the past, to cherish what remains of the earth and to foster its renewal is our only legitimate hope of survival. Wendell Berry. Early restoration efforts include planting thousands of trees in hopes that a new forest would stabilize the eroding landscape. Where roads crossed streams, workers built small wooden check dams to slow the water and hold back sediment. Intense rains washed their efforts away. Finding nature's design. Park scientists quickly realized that the best way to remove a road is with the same heavy equipment used to build it. Today's excavators dig and lift earth out of streams' channels, and the bulldozers push the earth back against the bank to restore the natural contours of the hillside. Rich topsoil, buried during road construction, is uncovered and placed on the surface to speed revegetation. This check dam could not withstand the heavy rains that batter the slopes of Redwood Creek. Amazing. Normally I would say, let's do one more, but I have a long road ahead in front of me, so I will say goodbye to this trail for now. Bye! And I will come back to it another time. There's so much to explore here. Wow, look at this. Huh. Look at the new growth from it. It always amazes me how things grow out of things. Alright, gotta go. Bye. Ooh, let's run. I feel so alive here. Off we go. Let's quickly make sure that this road will lead us back to 101. We got the map. And let's see. Oh, sorry, we're on this side already. We moved south. We are in Prairie Creek, Redwood State Park. And it should be reuniting. Will it be? Will it be reuniting? Well, there's only one way to find out because I don't understand which specific road we're on. If we're on Newton Drury Scenic Parkway, which I think we are, then we will be reuniting soon with the other road. But then there is a couple of little off-roads that lead to the beach. Those might be also very beautiful. Wherever this road will take us, I guess. Oh, guys, this road. There's nobody here. Occasional car passing by, but very rare. I guess it's just me and the giants. This color right now, it's divine. There's a little bit of overcast. Oh, the sun is peeking through the trees. It's setting over the ocean. You do need to visit this place. Absolutely, yes. 100%. Grab a friend though and do it together, or with your family, whoever.
Conclusion. The entire time I was thinking that these bugs came from REI bogs, I didn't account for one small but very significant detail. Back in Shasta, by the headwaters, in the very beginning of my trip, I picked up a gorgeous fallen conifer branch for further identification and placed it into that box. I often pick up fallen branches because they smell good, enveloping my car in forest scents. It dawned on me then, it might have been the tree branch carrying those tiny insects all along. And wait for this, I have the same small branch that I picked up on my previous trip at exactly the same spot, standing in a cup, beautifying my sink area. As soon as I returned home, I rushed to the branch to examine it, and voila, there they were, the same tiny dead bugs laying at the base of the cup. I explored the web and found out who they were. Aphids. Sometimes these guys infest New Year's trees, just like the which tree branch I found. I feel so silly now, because all of this was of my own making. I also feel terrible for being so sure that REI box was the culprit when it was not. But at the same time, this terrible mistake taught me an extraordinary lesson. Picking up even fallen things for identification or as a souvenir might cost you more than the most expensive keepsakes at the local gift shop. By introducing tiny pests, molds, or fungi into your home environment. I wonder if nature knows this about us humans and uses our desire to keep a token of her as a means of travel. Tiny species hitching rides to new environments this way. Oh wait everyone, hang tight! Here's that girl Tatiana who's gonna take us to see the big city. Oh my. I will have to seriously reconsider my approach to plant identification from this point on. Maybe do it right on site and leave things just as they are. Looking back through this recording and all the surprising twists and turns of events, I cannot help but notice the similarities between my story about the redwoods and the actual trees. All these tiny independent plants sprouting out of the mother one, naturally, in places I did not expect they would. A tree of life all around.